Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the Rooster. So welcome back, all my Rooster friends. How are we doing? Let's find out. So we shuffle these up and down and we see what you guys have been up to this week. Let's stop. About there. And we'll take that one from the bottom, we'll take that one from the middle, we'll take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we've got a black, white, black, two negatives in there and that positive in the middle. As I've always said before, though, black isn't always an attack, so don't get lost in a place of self-pity and despair, my lovely Rooster people. There is a white there. It is positive, though white isn't always all right. We have to remember, there's no good or bad here. The black is just, things could be better. They could be better. It's almost like, think of the black as a reverse card. You know, when you have like tarot, it's like the reverse of. And the white card, that's just a positive way of looking at things. It's just, things could be worse. That's all. So there is no good or bad here. It's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of compatibility. And we're going to flip it straight over and you're not feeling yourself at all. Heavy. You've got a lot of heavy thoughts going through your head. This is a very confusing time for you, or at least it's a very emotional time for you. I feel right now you are, I don't know, you're feeling quite selfish or reserved. You're feeling like you need to pull back a little bit. You're feeling like maybe you're being upstaged. Maybe you're feeling like people are criticizing you, putting you down a little bit. This could all be in your head, however, and could be projection of your own thought process because of the way you're at emotionally. As to say, like, if you're looking in the mirror and you're going, I don't like what I see, it would be easy then to believe everybody else feels the same way and they don't like what you see, you know, but it may not be that way. In fact, it probably isn't that way. This is something that you're going to have to deal with. This is a big you problem right now. You know, just to keep it as blunt as I can, it's a you problem. This is a you problem. But that's okay because you have the problem, so you can find the solution and then you can overcome it. That's not out of your reach. You're a very intelligent person, very, very smart. That brain of yours is one of a kind. You're the only bird in the entire Chinese Zodiac. Makes you unique and pretty special. Your brain works in a very unique, individualistic way. So you will be able to figure out this and you will be able to get some sort of resolution. I feel like there's a conflict. A back and forth. And it may not necessarily even be in a relationship, but it feels like it is like something that's going to affect you emotionally. Maybe a family member, a sibling, or a child, or a mother, or father, or somebody in your family circle, or somebody. It may be your husband, your wife, your partner, but it may be just somebody as equally as close. Something is happening around you which is almost holding you back, and it's making you feel maybe a little bit inadequate, maybe feeling a little bit unaccepted, maybe feeling a little bit, as I say, criticized and feeling a bit put down. But you'll be able to overcome this. You will, and a catalytic moment's coming, though not one of the best catalytic moments that you could have, because even though that is a positive card, this is a great example of white not always being all right, because what's that white rabbit? That's right, that's that conflict. It's the conflict card. Rabbits and roosters do not get along, and this is where, again, it's funny because even though that rooster isn't exactly incompatible, I just had this feeling there was some conflict here, and it would appear there is. There's some sort of conflict which is lacking communication, lacking resolution, lacking any sort of I don't know, commitment to solving this or fixing this. It's almost like you keep trying to address a problem, a certain problem with a certain someone, and you keep saying, this is what I need you to do, or this is what you're doing wrong. This is what is upsetting me. And they nod and they go, okay, all right. But then they don't do anything to change their behavior or attitude, or, you know, they don't even apologize. So you feel like you're going around and around and around in circles. That white rabbit is in the positive though, so it's not the worst card you could have. I mean, I'm not going to speak too soon because we could have a black rabbit right here, but that white rabbit isn't that bad because it is in the positive, which means this catalytic moment, this change that's coming in, although it's going to make you uncomfortable, although it's not going to be the best change for you, it's going to happen quickly. And that's the point there of that rabbit, is that this is going to be over and done with pretty quickly. Either there's going to be a blowout, you'll lose your shit, you're going to say things, kick off, there'll be a big sort of, I don't know, massive argument or altercation, and then there'll be forgiveness, and then there'll be resolution, and then there will be understanding and negotiation, compromise, there will be apologies, there will be good result, there will be a good result from this. Not maybe the results that you'd want, and it may not be your preferable option, it may not even make you feel any better, but at least you'll be able to start thinking about how you can then move forward and navigate through what happens next. Because what happens next after this, because don't forget that this has already happened, and as we come through this catalytic moment that you're happening through right now, this is what you have to look forward to. And it's the black dog. So it's a card of protection, it's a card of communication. I feel that you may be wasting your breath. I feel like potentially the more you talk about this, or the more you bring it up, the more you try to address this, the less effective it's going to be, or the less of a result you're going to get. As to say, there is going to be a discussion, there is going to be an argument, and it's going to be quite explosive in some ways, to some degree. There will be resolution, there will be some kind of solution, or sort of, you'll see through it and be able to navigate and actually come out the other side. But where you come out on is not exactly what you would have expected, or what would necessarily be your preferable option. Where you're going to end up is in that black dog. So the communication is, again, it's what it's coming down to is we've done a full circle, because what it's coming back round to is, you said it before. You said, I need you to do this, or doing that is upsetting me. And they've gone, yeah, I know you said. And then their behavior doesn't change. And even though you feel like you've got resolution, even though you feel like there has been some sort of good groundwork, what this is going to really take as you move forward from this is more persistence, more determination, more patience. So you can throw everything overboard and just be done with it all. Or you can continue trying to fix it. There's no wrong or right there. It's entirely up to you. I don't feel like trying to fix it's the wrong idea, though it's going to take you on a completely different path and a completely different whirlwind of, I guess, more emotional stuff and conflicts. But that's okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then you crack on, because this isn't like it's going to be set down in stone and everything then will be dictated from that onwards. This is one of those moments where you're going to learn, and you'll learn again, and then you'll learn again, and then you'll keep learning and learning and learning and learning. And then one day, you would have learned all of the stuff that you've needed to learn, and tell yourself, why am I continuing to come to class? I know all of this. And it'll work vice versa as well, because the subject of, of the arguments, or the other party, or the other thing or someone, it'll be the same for them. You'll either throw them overboard and they'll learn a lesson, or you'll keep going around and around and around, and they'll learn and they'll learn and they'll learn and they'll learn, and eventually they won't come back to class. And it'll be as simple as that. But simplicity does not happen overnight. Just because I say something's going to be simple does not mean that it's going to be done just like that. Sometimes even simple things take days, weeks, months, years. They're just not as complicated and messy. So I suppose that's the benefit, if you like, from learning and learning and learning and learning, because eventually you'll just sit down and go, we've been here for like 20, 30 arguments now of the same thing. We really are going around in circles, and you'll learn from it. Sometimes that's what it takes. But we'll find out, won't we, next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the rooster. I will be back in my next video for a reading for those people born in the year of the dog. So if you are interested, I'll see you then. If not, not to worry. I will just catch you in a rooster reading again next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.